Hello, my name is Frank Hester, and I assume if you are watching this video, you have registered an account with Satoshi Multiplier because I'm recording this video to go at the bottom of the page that you see on the screen right now, which is the dashboard or the members homepage of Satoshi Multiplier. So let me give you a little bit of background history on how this came about, why I created this website that is a free downline builder. It goes back to a relationship I have with a couple of friends of mine named Mike Dodd and Rob Gehring. Rob Gehring is the owner of Traffic Leads to Income Cash Mailer, which, as you can see over here, is one of the programs in this business. And if you click on that link, you will read, how that program is embedded and ingrained in the Whispering strategy. Now, the Whispering strategy was shared with Rob and I by our friend Mike Dodd. What this, website or Satoshi Multiplier was built because I've been working kind of beta testing the Whispering strategy that Mike shared with us, as well as several other people for a few months now. I guess in my case, about 3 months. And so I wanted to put together a website or a marketing tool that could be 100% focused on this strategy because I like what it does. It allows us to begin to earn Bitcoin daily, and the amount you can earn grows each day. Because we're compounding it and we're sharing this strategy with other people. So we begin to earn referral commissions and downline overrides. So I wanted to create a tool that instead of trying to go out and market all of these programs, these free to join programs over here to the left in the menu that I'm using, instead of trying to market them one off, that we can market one website where you can build a downline and a growing income in multiple programs with the same effort it takes to build one. And I've done some testing in a few of these programs over here to the left, and with just a little bit of effort have been able to recruit well over 100, 150 people into a few of those. So had I had this system in place, I would have been able to have, 100, 150 in all of them with the same effort that it took to, build it in one. So that's kind of the background on Satoshi Multiplier and what it's all about. So the strategy shared by Mike was a way to begin to earn passive and active. Mike was sharing, he's more focused on the passive, and there's some of the aspects of this are active. The passive part is going to be primarily in the Hideout TV link over here and how we use the videos for Hideout TV and Loot TV, and Loot TV is included. I'll click on that. As you can see, Loot TV is included on that page. How we use these programs to earn 24/7, and all of that information is here. It's in the video. It explains all of that. This sort of emulates or is a simulated like Bitcoin mining. Obviously, that's why you see the quotations around here. It is not Bitcoin mining, but it's the same type of concept. We're using, in my case, I'm using an old Chromebook that I wasn't using before. In some people, they only have one device, so they're using it in the evenings when they're going to sleep, and they're letting the videos run while they're away and not using their computer. They're letting the videos run. But if you have multiple devices, then you can let them run 24/7. And it begins to earn you a passive income because the points add up, and those points can convert into quite a bit of Bitcoin over time. So that is the passive part of it. And you can also be as active as you want. And when I say active, I don't mean active in referring other people, which that is probably how you can make the most in these programs and in this strategy. And that's what this tool is going to allow everyone to do, is to greatly increase the referrals in the programs that they choose to use as part of the whispering strategy. But the active part is all of these programs have multiple ways to earn, whether it's a free faucet, it could be pay-to-click ads, it could be video ads. In some cases, there are what's called surf ads. And then all of them have offer walls. The offer walls aren't for everyone. To be honest, the best, probably the most you can earn in any of these programs is doing surveys. I've done a few surveys. Surveys really aren't for me, but I used them and kind of powered through them in a couple of programs to get my ranking up higher, because in a lot of these businesses, the higher your rank, they're sort of gamified. The higher your rank, the greater you can earn from them. So they reward the members that are active in them for day after day for a period of time. The more active you are, the more consecutive and consistent you are in using them, typically the more you can earn. And that's the way a lot of these programs over here in the menu are structured. So, we'll let you kind of read through this. Hopefully you've read through what's on this page. But I kind of break these programs down over here into sort of 3 tiers, because I took Mike's strategy and I really liked it because I've done a lot of things in my long career online. And what I like about this is, the majority of these, or all of these, can be done with no money out of pocket, which really attracts a lot of people. I have a huge following in countries where if they can earn a small amount each day, it goes much further than it does for us here in the United States. A lot of countries where poverty is pretty a big issue, and in some of those, if they can earn an extra $100, $200, $300 a month, that is like a full-time income for some, and they can easily do that with no money out of pocket here. By most of these being in crypto, they are available for pretty much anyone around the world to use. So our limit, we're not limited as we are in some traditional network marketing companies. Our playing field is pretty much global here. The only limit is going to be pretty much on the passive side. On the videos, there are some limitations in certain countries, like Hideout's only available in 10 to 12 countries. If you go to the website, it shows you which ones they're available. Loot is in a few more countries than Hideout, but still a lot of countries aren't going to be able to use the passive part. But again, that's just one component of what we're doing. Anyone in any country can still use the faucets, the pay-per-view, and some of the offer wall, but they can use the faucets and the pay-per-view. And that's what I've keyed on all of these, is I'm using the faucet and pay-per-view in all of them. So I sort of break these businesses down over here on the left into sort of 3 tiers. The core of what Mike shared is going to kind of be from WoW app down through Hideout TV. You almost definitely need to be in WoW app, because that's how we communicate. Rob takes the training much more in depth than what I've done here in the Traffic Leads to Income cash mailer. As you will notice on my site, I have no advertising. It costs you nothing here. So I'm kind of, since Rob is so ingrained and in the whispering strategy, I'm kind of using the Traffic Leads to Income cash mailer as the main advertising hub for our strategy and for the individual programs. That is a great place to use your credits to say you just pick out a couple of these programs over here that are your favorite. Some of my favorites aren't necessarily in the core. There's some of these down here, and I would go advertise those as one-offs using my credits in the cash mailer. So it's a great way to advertise. Also, you're going to get a great education there through Traffic Leads to Income from Rob, because he's one of the most out front owners of any of the mailers that I've used, and actually encourages people, to schedule time with him to do one-on-one. So you're going to get a great marketing training there, and you're going to have an advertising tool to begin to grow your downline in, Satoshi Multiplier and the individual programs that you choose to use over here on the left. Cointoply, CryptoWin, Free Bitcoin are all key, because the hub of this program right now is to earn crypto through these, funnel it into CryptoWin kind of on the back end, and Free Bitcoin on the back end. At CryptoWin, you're going to be able to buy shares, and when you go to this page, you're going to see that you're going to be able to buy shares, and those shares are going to pay out 126%, or over 0.7% daily over 180 days. As of this video, I have right at 2,500 shares that's paying back 17,000 something Satoshi a day, and that grows every day. And what I do is I take a percentage of my earnings out and withdraw, and I repurchase shares with a percentage of my earning. And the reason I do that is because I've sort of maxed out at Free Bitcoin, our strategy there. At Free Bitcoin, your main goal should be to acquire a minimum of 2,500 fund tokens. You can begin to earn for free there and buy fund tokens right on your website, and then you want to lock those. But once you have locked up 2,500, you're considered a premium member, and as a premium member, you have a lot of bonuses available to you. And as you'll see on this page, we talk about once you have 2,500 tokens, then we have some advanced training there. I'm not going to go into that or make that public what that is, but once you have 2,500 tokens, then you can reach out to your sponsor, and they can share with you the advanced training that we have there that basically streamlines and sort of puts your earning on autopilot there at Free Bitcoin. So those are the hub programs. I kind of consider from Satoshi Heroes, Satoshi Monster, down through probably this program right here, the grab.tc. These are sort of the mid-tier programs. I really like these programs. I've added them into my strategy. In fact, Satoshi Heroes, Satoshi Monster was one of those that I advertised one-off, and in just a matter of a couple of weeks, was able to put in over 150 direct referrals, and those direct referrals are earning me just on that one program about an extra 2,500 or more Satoshi each day. It actually has continued to grow as they have gone out and started sharing the program. CoinPay is a great program. And then kind of at the bottom here, these are sort of what I consider the bottom tier here. Programs here are a little bit on the rough side, meaning they'll have some things that could be annoying. They have some redirects, but they're great. They have a huge following in some countries, and a lot of people like them. So I've added them. And again, in those, I pretty much use the faucet and the pay-per-view, and that is it. I don't go into any of the other things on there, like short links are in a lot of these programs. I completely stay away from short links. Do not recommend anyone using them. but some people may like that. I will not do those. So I've added them in here, and a lot of these programs I really expect these at the bottom may cycle out, because when you get into these type of programs, a lot of them do not make it. They will fail for whatever reason. And if they do, what I mean by fail is, they get offline, or they stop paying and processing commissions, then we will remove them. And our criteria that I am using, and again, you can take the whispering strategy, the core up here, and then you can begin to expand out and make it what you want, which is what I've done by adding all of these programs here at the bottom. It fits my personality. It fits what I like, which is mainly much more the faucets and the pay-per-view side. It really fits that with my audience. You can kind of begin to make it what you want there. If a program fails, we'll get it removed, and I'll be looking for new programs to add that fit the criteria. The criteria for me is going to be, they have to pay out in Bitcoin. They have to be free to join, free to earn. In other words, you don't have to, there's not a required paid upgrade, and that you can withdraw the Bitcoin into a direct wallet. You will find a lot of really good looking faucets out there, but you can only withdraw into a micro wallet. Probably the biggest micro wallet out there is called Faucet Pay. But as a resident of the United States, I cannot have an account at Faucet Pay. So I need a program where I can withdraw the Bitcoin into a direct wallet. And what makes that unique for us is we have every member has a unique Bitcoin address at CryptoWin. So we can actually we don't even have to withdraw it into our personal wallet. We can send from all of these programs down here, we can send our crypto direct to CryptoWin where we buy shares, which is what I do. So that kind of talks about the program. And I know this is going to probably be about a 25, 30-minute video, but that really covers the strategy, the whispering strategy, sort of the history behind it as far as I'm concerned, and my relationship with Mike Dodd and Rob Gehring. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about how to use the site. So when you come in, you're at the home page. Hopefully you have read this and you have watched the video that you're listening to right now. I guess if you're listening to this, you have watched the video. And then you can I recommend you kind of start at the top and go down and join the programs. When you click on, like right here, click on Wow App, it's going to be a link to join it. You're going to see a little bit of information about it. You're going to see a video about how we use it. And you're going to see the username that's right above here is going to be, if you click this link, that's where it's going to go. So what you want to do in all of these programs, and again, this is my back office, you want to click the link, register, and then come back to that page here, enter just your username part in this box right here, and come down and click submit. When you click submit, it will override your sponsors or whoever you're rolling up to username, and yours should be visible in the back office there. You will see that. I believe it actually it changes here, and I believe it stays in the box here. And we will look at that. I actually have permission to look at one of our members that's already enrolled and helping me beta test. So we'll go into their back office and show you how it looks in their back office. So you need to do that with all of the programs, and every one of them is set up the same way. Some has a little more text than others. So, we just kind of go into the Satoshi Heroes. You can see here, this is my username. This is my personal account. This is just my username. And if you click this link, it will go to my account where you would register. And then when you get your username right here, or ID, in this case it's an affiliate ID because you can't enter a username, then you would come back and just enter that, not the full URL, just the username or ID part and click save. And you will know it's been saved when it overwrites what's here, and it'll stay in there. The other part, and every one of these pages works the same. The other thing that we've done is we're going to allow you to add up to 5 of your own programs. I've added one in here just to show you how that works. You'll enter the name here. So what you see right here where it says Savings Highway Global, click here to register, I added that into this field. In the username field, and I will edit and show you how that works, you will add your full referral link, but you will replace the user ID or the username with these little bracketed affiliate ID in a bracket here. You'll replace it with that. So here's your example. So if this was the username, this is what you would add here. And then if you can put a description here. Now you can write your description out in text. I like to use HTML tags, and HTML tags allows it to look much nicer. Add a video. You can do makes the formatting easy. If you just do text, you can't do any formatting. It's just whatever the default text is there. So let me click in edit, and I'll show you how that looks. So you can see I simply, where it says here where the bracket, affiliate ID bracket, and dot savings highway global, that was where my username, which is CryptoPros, was. Simply, all you do is replace just the username part with that, and that's in the instructions up here. And then you can see I added HTML text and a formatted YouTube video. You can see that down here. So I'm not going to change that. I'm just going to back out of that and go back over here. So once you set that up there, then you would come down to where it says sponsor programs, and here's where I type in my username, which is CryptoPros for Savings Highway Global, and submit. And then that ties in my username into the URL that I entered right here that has the brackets around it. So now let me go over and I want to show you what the back office looks like in a member site. And this is a member site right here. And I'll show you a couple things. So one, they've already enrolled with the cash mailer. So you can see over here in my website, my ID is 51463. Okay, when they registered, what they were seeing was that, but they actually come back and entered their ID number and hit the submit button down here at the bottom, and that has now written what I had there, and now their ID is showing in both blocks here. However, in WOW Out, this particular member has not joined the WOW Out, and so you still see my username showing up here at the top. Quantify, they've joined that one. They've not joined Free Bitcoin yet. So they've joined some of these. Satoshi Hero they've joined. So now when you go down, I want to show you how the sponsor programs look. So here is how the page looks. This person has not added any of their own programs yet. So this is the blank page that you see there. And if they click on sponsor programs, you can see that they see their level 1 sponsors recommended programs, which is me. This is a direct referral of mine. So you can see that it's formatted really nice by using the HTML tags. It's just like the rest of the back office. So if they decided to join my recommended program, they would click this link. It would go to my referral link, and then they wouldn't need to add anything here. All they would have to do if they wanted to promote this, to their downline, would be come back and add in their username here. In this case, it is a username. It's not an affiliate ID that's given by the company. They would add their username and submit, and then it would overwrite mine there. So that's how the back office works. And what I'll do later, if anyone wants training on how to use HTML tags and an easy way to do that, I can give you training. I can make a training video on how I do that. It's really two web-based programs, YouTube, and I use Google Sheets. So you could use any Word document, any Word document would work too. But I use Google Docs. I use a program that formats the video. Obviously, I'm using YouTube to upload the video to it, and I record my videos with Screencast-O-Matic, and then I use an online converter to format all of the text from Google Docs into HTML, and then I put those together. But it makes it look, I think, much better than being able to. Then you have full control over the formatting on what you add there versus just using text. So with that, I hope that explains in detail. My goal was to keep this video at 25 to 30 minutes, but that talks a little bit about who we are, what the whispering strategy is, how you can take what we have here and sort of take the core of the whispering strategy and make it your own, which I've done with some of the add-on programs that I've done down here at the bottom. Anything that you're promoting that you want to share with your direct referrals and your downline. This not only goes to your direct referrals, it begins to go to your downline referrals also. You can add in the add and edit programs, the additional programs there. And the last thing I want to let you know is we plan between myself, Mike and Rob, possibly we'll haven't discussed this totally, but I plan to start having some webinars that are mainly just Q&A on the whispering strategy and how to use the Satoshi Multiplier if you have any questions. I know there's going to be a lot of questions, so it'd be a great forum to have out there, have those videos available, mainly just Q&As, okay, and all the questions that we can answer are only going to be on the strategy or how we're using these programs. If you have any issue at all with any of the programs over here, we cannot help you with that. You need to go to their customer service. I've had to contact customer service on probably a half dozen of these to get some questions answered, some issues that I was having. And in most cases, all but one, I got a quick response back. I had one company that did not respond back, and I was able to resolve my issue on my own. So most of them have a good, active customer service. A couple of these programs down here at the bottom didn't. The one that didn't respond was the Bitcoin Spin. But when they had a Gmail as their customer service, who knows? They may not even got it. They didn't have a domain as the customer service. So with that, we're going to close this video. I think that gives you a good idea of what we're doing. I don't have it yet in the promotional center. We do have your, let me go back to my side here. We do have promotional center, your referral link that will go, and I'll click on it and show you what that does. It's going to go to the main website right now, which is what you're seeing on the page right now, where you came in from, where you registered there. The plan is to get some splash pages made, some banners made, more marketing material. So we're going to be able to kind of beta launch this, and we'll continue to work on promotional material. The big thing I want to get though is some banners that are teasers about, earning Bitcoin, no money out of pocket, all the things that we're doing here, and then some splash, at least 2 or 3 different splash pages out there that people can, begin to use for marketing. That way, not everyone's using the same marketing material. And what I've done with some of my programs in the past is if anyone creates really good splash pages or banners and they want to share them with me, in other words, they want to use them. A lot of the members create great material, but they don't have the hosting. Then I can host them on here, the splash pages and the banners, and then you can use them, on my hosting, and other members can use them also. So if you do that, and you're great, that's something that you're really good at, because it's something that I'm not. I will hire it out because that's something that wasn't a gift that I received or a talent that I received. So if you do that, get them to me, then I can host those on here too on the website. So with that, we're going to close it. Thank you. If you've stayed with me to the very end here, the full 30 minutes, thank you. Hope we've answered all of your questions about what this program is and what this tool is and what the whispering strategy is. And if you don't, just get the questions to me, and I'm sure that either myself or Mike or Rob, we will be happy to get answers for you. Take care and have a great day. Goodbye.